game twos. Let's get out to the Bay Area because the Warriors, they took a commanding 2-0 series lead last night, due in large part to their small ball lineup of Steph, Clay, Dre, Andrew Wiggins, and
what's that
Jordan
lineup called?
Poole. We're still
Lethal
working on it.
Weapon.
We're still working on it.
I listened to you all day this
Lethal
morning,
Weapon 3?
Stephen A.
Right.
Yeah,
Oh, wow.
Good, Richard.
And let me say this, like, first of all, I know the issues with having to guard this amount of talent on the perimeter and trying to switch. But what really becomes difficult is watch Steph. Steph is able to take two guys. And part of the reason why he's able to do that is because you can't leave Wiggins. You can't leave Poole. You can't leave Kevin Durant. You can't leave all the guys that they've had on that roster. And look, the bench is loving it. Why? I love the feature we had on you the last couple of days. Hey, watch your mouth, Steph. Watch your mouth.
Energy.
I like it.
Yeah, but this is a
Light skin, but I'm still up.
Yeah, and you watch this in and out. That ball movement, you just can't.
The underhand scoop pass, like what?
Oh, they know. They know it's coming. And watch, he's gone.
Bad defense.
He's
Double
gone.
pass.
He knows it's gone. That's where the Warriors can beat you, is because you can play perfect, great defense, and it does not matter.
You sleep for a second, you're shook.
Yeah, it's a wrap. And then here, look, we're gonna get Clay going. Then all of a sudden, Jordan Poole. Now Clay gets going. They just have been playing so well lately together. Now that they have Draymond back, they got Steph back. There's just a beautiful way that they play basketball that Steve Kerr and Draymond Green just facilitate in the most perfect way.
Well, and then take a look at this. Steph Curry, I mean, he just makes us look easy. At this point, you just have to laugh. Where he's pulling up from,
and you see Barton flapping his arms. Hey, Will, I get it, bro.
That's the Golden State.
This is my new house.
That's what the Warriors do to you. They make you flap your arms. That's the it's over. It's done. We got enough.
Lethal Weapon 3.
We've been hoping to get to this point all year where we could get our whole group together.
It's pastor's paradise for me. You got Steph and Clay, Jordan, those three guys out there at the same time. For me as a pastor, that's heaven.
Well, the challenge is you have three guys that are capable of putting up 30, 40 points. Steph Curry is the greatest sixth man ever in the playoffs.
We've sort of played this way for many years. You know, Clay, Steph, and Draymond are incredibly comfortable playing this style. It's the same style. It's just you know, different additions.
So this Warriors lineup outscored Denver by 29 points in 11 minutes, shooting a ridiculous 77% from the field, 88% from three. Most importantly, maybe?
Yeah, most importantly.
0 turnovers. And as you know, Richard, for a Steph Curry team, especially when they're pushing the pace like that, that is tough. There is so much to unpack here. I want just a quick little story, though. Michael Malone has said his parents, they watch the game in their house, but they can't watch it in the same room because they get each other too riled up and too nervous. They have to watch it in different floors. These two games, they almost certainly are not speaking during those games. Oh, yeah. They are way too
They'll be out of their misery soon. Well, so they will be.
Especially with this lineup. What makes it so tough to defend, Chiney?
It's the unlimited movement and also the unlimited range that their perimeter players have. And if you think about that, I mean, they're constantly on the go. And that means you can't sleep as a defender. If you overplay, they back cut. And if you're in the paint, they shoot out with a pin down or a staggered screen. They're constantly in motion. And I feel like, you know, I don't know if I'm showing my Disney Channel stuff, but like, we're the boys in motion. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's exactly the way out of your generation. They're the boys, they're the grown men in motion, and they also have the range to knock it down. So no matter where they are, whether it's a backdoor cut to get a layup or, you know, way beyond the arc, you've got Poole, you've got Thompson, you've got Curry that can knock it down. And lastly, I'll say this, we should have known better. I know a lot of times when we talk about the awards and how fine of a margin there has been, most improved, Jordan Poole, if there wasn't that situation with Steph and Clay being out and that oscillation there where a couple of their numbers went up and high, he would have probably been one of the front runners, if not potentially winning this. So we should have known better over the course of the season, watching Jordan Poole play, saying that this is the postseason where he could really be the breakout player. If
the Harrison Barnes, Kevin Durant lineups were known as the death lineup, Stephen A., I mean, I'm tasking you with the person to come up with a name for the lineup. What stood out to you the most?
I said it's Lethal Weapon 3, and I'm going to stand by that. Here's the reality. Steph Curry and Klay Thompson have universally been recognized as the greatest shooting backcourt that we've ever seen. Nobody could deny that. Now they've added Poole. Have you seen the range on this brother? Ooh. He's pulling up from logos the way Clay and Steph pulls up from logos, okay? And guess what? He mirrors Steph more than he mirrors Clay. Because as much of a sniper as Clay is a catch and shoot dude. If he's not doing that, he's got your back. He's got his back to the basket. He's posting up smaller players. He's shooting turnaround jump shots. Jordan Poole is the one moving without the basketball, catching and shooting on the run, pulling up from the logo off the dribble, going through 1 man, 2 men, 3 men, and dribbling and taking the ball to the hole and finishing at the basket. The arsenal in this brother's game is so lethal right now. When you combine that with the greatness of Steph Curry, who strikes fear in anybody, you understand, and Richard Jefferson understands this better than anybody at this table. When you step past half court and you are a threat, you extend the defense. Therefore, you expose them to all their vulnerabilities because you don't get to have but so much help. That's when you have to worry about one. Then Clay comes back, last 3 games of the regular season, averages over 33. Well, that's 2. And now you got this brother, who, by the way, was in the G League last year.
G League.
And now he's here. Yep. In the NBA, he is that gifted. And then you have Draymond, who's a point forward and a basketball savant. And last but not least, you have Wiggins. You have 5 guys who can handle the ball. 5 guys who have the ability to take their man one-on-one. At least 4 of them who can drop jump shots, and Dre hit a few last night. And 3 of the most lethal shooters in these playoffs. I'm sorry. The Warriors are something special, and I think it's going to take the Phoenix Suns to have a chance to stop them, because when you shoot the ball like that and the 3 of you are aligned and in sync with one another, it's one thing to have the talent. It's another thing to be in sync, and they are in sync. And I know it's not a matchup. Denver's not the real litmus test. I get that.
I guess
but
we have to give you your credit.
My God. Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming, sports, and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.